Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Welcome in the very first lecture of research methodology. In this main lecture, we will mainly talk about what is research and what are the parts through which we can get or we can write a publish article or we can publish one article, or what are the things which are essential basically to conduct a research. Okay, but before to get in there, first of all, each and everyone should need to learn that research is the way through which we search for a knowledge to find out new ways. Okay, or we want to find a solution for the unsolved problem, or in a very simple word we can say that research is a way of thinking to examine critically and intensively different aspects. It could be issues, it could be problems. Okay, now what is method? Okay, the first thing you need to learn that one is a problem and then second is the problem to the solution. When we want to provide a solution or want to find the alternative to solve the problem, then we need a methodology. Okay, like for example, if you are having a high fever, so you have a problem. So what is the way or what is the method to solve that problem? Of course, you will go to the hospital and see a doctor, right? So this is the method through which you are going to solve your illness or sickness problem. The same we are dealing or we are doing with research as well. Okay, before to get in there, first of all, let me give you the one idea that what are the books which I would recommend for each and everyone. As you can see from book 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 and so on, you can find anyone, but I would really suggest the very number one by Ranjit Kumar. Research Methodology is a very easy and a step-by-step guidance for the beginner. Okay, and you can also follow my tools, my class slides, notes, helping material, each and everything which I already modified it and derived it from all those 5 manual subjects and courses. Okay, regarding the lecture content, first of all, I have designed this subject, this course for the undergrad and postgraduate student, specifically for the MS and PhD students. So we will mainly talk about the course outcome. If you took this course, so what type of objectivity you can expect or you could expect from that. And there is a learning model which will also explain, and also the lecture will mainly and broadly explain about what is research, what are the objectives, and what are characteristic of that. And a very important term which is nowadays quite often people talk about that, and very hot topic for research, which is what is the difference between research method and research methodology. What I'm hoping for that to improve your skill, I'm not here to judge anyone, but I'm hoping that each and every student will be able to present the scientific data effectively and efficiently, and we will try and help each other to learn from each other. Okay, and I can assure each and every one of you that if you give me complete attention, so each and everyone will be able to write a scientific research article. Okay, let me tell you one important thing how we usually judge people when you complete your MS degree. So if you don't have any research article, if you did not publish any article until now, that means that you have done nothing. Okay, so this is very crucial and important stage for each and everyone to learn the basics. And also I think it's a mandatory for the all the plain A students as well. But more important, if you get your degree from a with I mean your degree in MS without any publication, that will be not worth too much. And in the reality, like I have been in the interview part for like more than 4 or 5 times during the assessment of different stages. I saw that most of the candidate I have judged them through the publication. So if you have 3.5 or 3.8 GPA is very good. But if you don't have any publication, So this is, kind of a sign of interrogation on your career. That means that you knows, but you are not able to deliver it. So this is, kind of a very tragic and very hectic and very kind of a moment that each and everyone should be, should be careful about to secure your future and so on. Okay. So the objective, as I already mentioned in the very introduction method, for me the course basic outcome would be that if you have done something previously, so I will help you to sharp, improve, and also bring novelty in the same work, and you will be able to publish it, if not in the impact factor, if not in the ISI, at least in the higher education commission recognized journal. Doesn't matter if it's a Z category journal as well. Okay. In Pakistan, under the higher education commission of Pakistan, we have the three types of a different ranked or categorized journals, such as X, Y, and Z, and so on. So what will be the learning model for this course? The learning model for the specific subject will be in terms of the interactive communication in form of a question and answer. We will have also the comment section as well. So all those viewer who is going to watch or listen this communication, they can also ask a question in the comment box as well. Basically, interactive research is a type of a systematic process through which a continuous giant research program is characterized, and also problem may occur through interaction, discussion, and then the second part will be to apply it. So the learning model for this specific lecture may be that first of all you need to understand the problem, which we will do through interaction, through question and answer, through reading, and so on. And then the second part of this course is like research and methodology. So then we will try to implement or apply the same model. In the slide number 7, so first of all ये है कि कौन से important asset या qualification आपको चाहिए research के लिए. So now you people are standing at the, to secure your position in academia and different institution and different places. So आप लोगों के लिए बहुत ही ज़रूरी है कि आप लोग at least you should, each and everyone should know about what is research. ठीक है ना. And मैं ये comment करूँगा that you people are actually lucky and smart that you select the plan A rather than plan B, because you did not applied or implement a full stop on your career. अब सवाल ये है कि what do we do first, क्या हमें करना चाहिए, इसके बाद फिर हम क्या करेंगे, या फिर हम कैसे कर सकते हैं, या फिर वो कौन सी चीज़ें हैं जिनके थ्रू we can address the present problem, and we can also address the past problem, or we can also kind of plan for the future problems as well. तो ये जो होगा ये इंशाल्लाह हम लोग. Well, coming to the next slide about research, so it's quite clearly mentioned that when we start hunting or start searching for the knowledge, and then we come out to the to like reach to the new findings, that's basically a research. Knowledge which could be connected, which could be collected from different sources such as books, journal, research article, and so on, seminar, or like proceeding conference paper, etc. So second part is that research can lead to contribution to the existing knowledge. What is basically find out like new solution. So the finding of the new solution may be through hypothesis, through experimental work, through modeling, through simulation, and through survey as well. So keep in mind one thing, that contribution is the intrinsic characteristic of the research. So if you do not contribute, there will be no like intrinsic. Basic means is like basic, essential, or the key element to perceive in the direction of a research. So you need to contribute. What is contribution? Contribution means first of all you need to learn from different sources, and then you need a research team. Okay, when because keep in mind one thing, To perform a research is an individual, it's quite a difficult task. So of course you always need a team. Okay, it's basically a continuous contribution process. This part is very much important. What is research? Again, is the main core subject idea is about research, so we should know more deep about that. Research means to find out new facts, okay, and also the systematic way through which investigation can be performed into study different type of materials and so on. The way through which we gather evidence, knowledge, literature review, like proof or like source, citation or thoughts of someone is called research. Okay? To endeavor the discover of a new idea or collect or like new facts and so on. Basically, research is a type of is an example of a staircase. So like in a staircase we have different modes, and for example if you want to reach to any conclusion, for example if you want to climb from floor 20 to 21, first of all you need to reach to floor 19 or like 20. To reach to that level, this is basically a type of a research. As here you can see here, this is basically a four-step model, a four-staircase model. First stage is all about learning, like knowledge, which is searching for a problem, identification, like the same things come from where you actually need to learn all those things. While the second part is about research, what type of issue you want to resolve, or what is the optimized or the efficient way to resolve that specific issue. The third part is about intelligence. Most of the people have result, but they cannot conclude the result. Okay, so this is the level through which you should, as we already mentioned before, that interactive or like to be interactive researcher means basically to understand the problem and also propose a solution, and then also analyze your resultant data as well. And then the last part is a kind of a success, which is in terms of a publication and so on. As you can see here, first of all, this is a very recommended model for each and every one. As you can see here, first of all, we should start from a research proposal, which is very basic part. At the time of research proposal, usually I ask from different research student a very simple question. Tell me in a single line what is the problem and what is your proposed methodology and what type of a outcomes or finding we should expect from that. The second part is about research design. That means how you will do it, where you will do it, and what are the core experimental work, modeling, simulation, which will be the part of your research design. And the third part is about field work, like how you are collecting your data, what type of data you are actually using, and is there any conflict of interest in that, and what is basically source of that specific data. And then the fourth part is about data analysis. When we put all those data models, data collection, and all those field work in a model through which we could conclude some type of a experimental work, some type of a like result findings, or like findings, or like kind of a digital values, is called data analysis, when we analyze basically the whole work. And then the last part is about your write-up. So then we should actually summarize and briefly explain that what basically that specific model or like result means, what it shows. So to broadly explain all those is a part of a write-up. So each and every emerging researcher should, I would strongly recommend that he should use that specific flowchart model, like starting from research proposal, what will be his design, what will be your field work, and then what will be your data analysis, and then your write-up part. अच्छा, अब इसका ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या होगा? जैसे मैं बार बार कहते आ रहा हूँ कि जो हमारी एविडेंस बेस्ड प्रैक्टिस होती है, जो एविडेंस बेस्ड मतलब ये है कि इसमें हम लोग वी कैन एड्रेस द करंट इशू, वी कैन आल्सो एड्रेस द फ्यूचर, एंड इट्स बेसिकली अ स्टेप टुवर्ड मॉडर्न वे ऑफ डेवलपमेंट. ठीक है ना? तो तो हम लोग बेहतरी लाने के लिए वी नीड रिसर्च के। और कीप इन माइंड, आप लोग जहन में एक बात आप लोग रख लीजिए, हमारी बदकिस्मती है पाकिस्तान में दैट वी एनुअली और लाइक इन और जो हमारा बजट होता है वी ओनली डिडिकेट लेस देन 3% ऑफ द बजट के। बहुत सारे ऐसी भी कंट्रीज़ है विच एक्चुअली स्पेंड देयर हाफ ऑफ द बजट ऑन द एजुकेशन। तो पूरी दुनिया में इफ़ यू वांट टू compete विद द कंट्रीज़ इन टर्म्स ऑफ डेवलपमेंट, जिसको हम लोग कहते हैं डेवलप्ड कंट्रीज़, अंडर डेवलपिंग या फास्ट ग्रोइंग डेवलपिंग, तो वो जो पैटर्न है बेसिकली दे यूजुअली आर लाइक इन्वेस्ट टू मच मनी ऑन R&D, रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट। तो हमारी एक्चुअली बदकिस्मती भी है कि यहाँ पर फंड्स की वजह से वी आर नॉट एक्चुअली दैट मच इनटू R&D sector, research and development, so that we could have a future of the country and we can also reach to that developed level. But as a learner we will try our level best. अच्छा, अब करेक्टरिस्टिक क्या क्या पॉसिबल है इसमें, यह है कि यू शुड इन्वॉल्व द टू गेदर न्यू आइडिया। इट इज़ नॉट merely reproducing old information such as देखो रिसर्च का काम ये है आम से अल्फाज में कि आप वो काम कर लो जो पूरी दुनिया में अभी तक किसी ने न किया हो, या फिर आप कोई ऐसा सलूशन उस काम के लिए ढूंढ लीजिए जो थोड़ा सा मौजू हो। या ये भी पॉसिबल है कि अगर किसी ने कोई काम एक अलग तरीके से किया हो, आप उसको उसमें बेहतरी लाने के लिए आप उसमें कुछ ना कुछ कर दीजिए। तो it should direct towards the solution of the problem. It should also rely on the empirical evidence. Empirical evidence मतलब ये है कि the work should be based on the evidence based. मतलब उसका आपके साथ प्रूफ होना चाहिए, सबूत जिसको हम लोग कहते हैं आम से अल्फाज में, ठीक है ना। तो सबूत जो होते हैं that will actually validate and calibrate your result, your data जो आपके finds out होंगे। नेक्स्ट स्लाइड में ये है कि इट शुड आल्सो बी सिस्टमेटिक इन नेचर एंड इट शुड आल्सो बी वेरीफाइएबल। देखो रिसर्च प्रोसेस जो है इसमें कुछ चीज़ें हैं जो आपको जहन में याद रखनी है। नंबर फर्स्ट ये है कि इट शुड कंट्रोल्ड। कंट्रोल मतलब ये है कि जब आप कोई रिसर्च करोगे देन यू शुड डिटरमाइन योर लिमिट के। सेकंड ये कि इट शुड रेगरस way to address the problem, to apply the method which is already justified या appropriate हो या फिर relevant। देखो जो भी आप मेथड अप्लाई करते हो तो वो एटलीस्ट जस्टिफाई भी हो और अप्रूव्ड भी हो, ठीक है ना, अप्रोप्रिएट हो, मौजू हो उसके लिए, और सिस्टमेटिक भी होना चाहिए। मतलब ये है कि इट शुड एम्पेरिकली साउंड एम्पेरिकल एंड इट शुड आल्सो साउंड क्रिटिकल इज वेल। क्रिटिकल में क्या है कि जो भी हमारी रिजल्ट हो वो बेस्ड ऑन रियलिटी हो और उसकी वेरिफिकेशन भी वैलिड हो हमारे पास, अगर उसको कोई कोई भी क्रॉस वेरीफाई करना चाहे। और थर्ड ये है इट शुड बी फ्री फ्रॉम एनी टाइप ऑफ ड्रॉबैक्स। और एम्पेरिकल क्या है, एम्पेरिकल ये है जैसे मैंने अभी कह दिया कि सिस्टमेटिक इन नेचर। सिस्टमेटिक के दो पार्ट्स है, एक क्रिटिकल, नेक्स्ट है एम्पेरिकल। क्रिटिकल मैंने ऑलरेडी डिफाइन कर दिया। एम्पेरिकल जो है रिजल्ट शुड बी बेस्ड अपॉन द एविडेंस ऑफ द फाइंडिंग्स, ठीक है ना जी। तो ये आप लोगों ने अपने जहन में याद रखना है कि अगर आप लोगों ने फ्यूचर में कोई भी काम करना हो रिगार्डिंग रिसर्च, सो इन इसमें कम से कम ये पांच करेक्टरिस्टिक, ये पांच खसियतें होनी चाहिए। So now the second question is what is not research? It's like we already mentioned all those things about research, objective and characteristics. So what is basically not research? When you use a device, when you are using a software, when you are writing a report, or just okay, all those things. Okay. So first of all, this doesn't mean that while using a software or like any device through which we usually collect different type of a data, this will not be considered as a part of a research. But this thing means that when you use all those devices as a helping material only in your experimental park, which could be 20 to 25 or like maximally 30%, through which you could reach to some analysis, some conclusive remarks, this will be your research. But if you just use a software or like a device or something, this will not be considered as a part of a research. Okay, because most of the people have a problem that they have a data, they have result, but they don't know how to conclude it. So to conclude remarks, conclusion is an art of writing, is an art of a learning process. So all of those could be done as a part of a research, like which I already mentioned, is using a device, software, or something, or like survey or collection of data could be 20 to 25 or like maximum 30% only in your experimental part. अब सवाल यह है कि व्हाट इज़ रिसर्च मेथडोलॉजी, जो हमारा नेक्स्ट स्लाइड है. रिसर्च मेथडोलॉजी इज डिफाइंड एज हाईली इंटेलेक्चुअल ह्यूमन एक्टिविटी यूज इन द इन्वेस्टिगेशन ऑफ अ नेचर एंड मेटल्स. जैसे मैंने ऑलरेडी बता दिया कि हम लोग एक डेटा कलेक्ट कर देते हैं, फिर उनको एनालाइज करते हैं, फिर उसी डेटा को हम लोग इंटरप्रेट कर देते हैं कि इस डेटा के मुताबिक. जैसे आप लोग एग्जांपल ले सकते हो रेनफॉल का, कि पाकिस्तान में मतलब लास्ट 10 to 20 ईयर्स में या लास्ट 1 to 2 डिकेड्स में इतनी रेनफॉल हो गई थी, तो उसका रन ऑफ इतना था, और स्ट्रॉम जो थी, या फिर आप हमारा जो स्ट्रॉम हो गया, सैलाब वगैरह हो गया, उसकी वजह से इतनी इतनी तबाही आ गई. तो कमिंग ईयर्स में हम लोगों को ये मिटिगेट करना है, वरना फिर हमारे पास ये प्रॉब्लम पॉसिबल है कि इतने लोग हमारे डिस्प्लेस हो जाएंगे. तो ये जितना भी हम लोग कह रहे हैं, तो ये हमारे पास डेटा कलेक्ट था, उसको हम लोगों ने एनालाइज कर दिया, फिर उसको हम लोगों ने इंटरप्रीट करके एक कंक्लूजन हम लोगों ने निकलवा दिया. सो दिस वन इज कॉल्ड रिसर्च मेथडोलॉजी. द सेकंड, the next slide is about research. Research is all about addressing an issue or asking an answer a question or solving a problem or so. What does it mean? It means to identify issues, research gaps, research problems, and also know about research extension. The second part is how we can identify new issues, question, or like problem. You can read, you can start reading by different books, different type of a research article, different type of a new experimentally performed uh, research article. So through that you can also reach to any research gap or like issue as well, or you can also raise a problem. And also you can do to talk with different type of people who have the similar experience uh, regarding your field. The third part is about to find out what is already known about it. That part you will only understand if you have a strong grip, if you have a quiet grip while reading most of the part. If you cannot read, you cannot reach to the people thoughts that what they have learned or what they have done so far. So to reach to that level you need like you should have you need to read more and more and so on. This is very much important, as nowadays is uh, quite a debatable topic among many people, that what is basically research and what is basically research methodology. But in very short words, in very short term, keep in mind that research method or the way of data of collection and analysis, while research methodology is a broad term including theoretical and philosophical uh, underpinning along with research methods. Okay, so just if I want to summarize it again, so like research methodology is a systematic way to solve a problem. It is science of a study how research is to be carried out, essentially the procedure by which researchers go about their work of describing, explaining, and predicting different phenomena. That part is called research methodology. This is very much important as nowadays. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for listening me, and I hope in the coming lecture I will mainly present the idea what are the